Hello my dirty little dumplings and welcome back to Brian Abroad. In today's video I'm joined by...
The Broad.
It's not Brian and the Broad.
It is now.
I'm joined by my good friend Alana and we are here in Tampa, Florida for the Royal Rumble. And our first stop today is actually the Raymond James Stadium here. WWE opened up a Royal Rumble Superstore here and we're gonna check it out. Is there a contract inside?
You're gonna have to buy one to find out.
Oh, it doesn't open? Okay, so I was watching videos on YouTube of this section, and I swear that like the third shirt here was one commemorating Vince McMahon winning the Royal Rumble in 1999, and now that shirt is nowhere to be found. See, this is the one that I actually really like, but it doesn't have anything to do with Tampa 2024.
Yeah, I tried to give you something for this.
So I'm torn about whether or not I should get this one for the nostalgia aspect or if I should get something that's more like 2024.
There's not even a tag on it, is there?
It is $40.
Such horseshit.
I want to get something that basically is like I was there, but without like actually saying I was there. Also, I don't know if I want to like wear everyone's face on my body. Oh my god, I totally had an Undertaker pillow person when I was a kid, which is so weird in hindsight to be like, I'm sleeping with the Undertaker tonight. He buries people alive and shoots lightning bolts from his hands. Oh my god, it's a cane.
It has a
comes with mask.
That's so great. I still have my mask that's autographed.
I think they also have a Rey Mysterio mask here too.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
Rhea Ripley's group.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, it says mommy, yeah.
Can I see the back?
That's pretty cool.
Oh.
Guess how much it costs?
$75.
It doesn't have a price.
Oh. Actually, it's $150. That was fun. A lot of stuff is like selling out or the certain sizes are not available, so I wasn't really able to buy anything when I was there. You actually did buy something, didn't you?
I did.
Where is it?
It's in my backpack.
Oh, forget it. Fuck that.
I bought a tank top, and it also came with like just a generic shopping bag, but it has Royal Rumble printed on it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try at the arena to buy something. I'm a little bit nervous about that because I've heard by like reading things on Reddit and stuff that like the merchandise at the stadium shows is always like a cluster, but wish me luck. Now we have to go and check into our hotel, which is gonna be a whole nother adventure. So I'll explain more about that later. Look at that view. This is a welcoming sight. Yes, dance, dance. Do the dance of the pool boy.
I'm not a gay man enough for this.
Neither am I. Alana, we have more sights to show you.
I have such sights to show
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
Oh.
Big McLarge Huge is also in here. Ooh. Val Venus. Hello, ladies. Did you see the pillow on the bed?
I did. I also see the toilet paper basically on the floor.
What does it say?
It just says wipe me. Just put me on your butthole.
I thought you meant it said something like inappropriate
No.
on it. I feel like I'm in like a Nickelodeon hellhole. Hello, are you in the closet? This is not the right hotel for that.
It smells like a haunted here.
So this is the Mary Jean Hotel in St. Petersburg.
Dude,
It
there's so much
is
right
an LGBTQ friendly hotel. The theme of this room is clearly haunted house, Nickelodeon slime, and also porn. I just thought it would be really funny to book this room. The view is actually cool. You can see like It's in like this district. It might be called the Gayborhood. I'm not sure, but it's all like cafes and bars and vintage stores and all this kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I just thought it would be like a funny experience, especially because I didn't really tell Alana before she got here. And then she just walked in and there was like a glistening valley of penises everywhere.
It's like my everyday life. It's fine.
Yeah, she's right at home here. It's fine. Would you be so kind as to read the menu to us? Is the whole menu there?
No, it's just two options. One is a gangbang and one is...
It's just called gangbang?
Your finest boneroni. It's gangbang shrimp. So you're gonna get gangbanged by shrimps. That's a lot.
Downstairs, what was it called? Like the bukkake platter or something like that?
It was called the bukkake platter. And you asked me if I wanted it, and I answered in the affirmative.
Oh man, this place is the best hotel ever.
All gates are open.
You probably can't tell that Hulk Hogan's over there.
No, I know. I heard everyone scream, but I can't see.
What is so special about the Royal Rumble? What is so special about tonight? Let's start with it is the road to WrestleMania.
Squad Kill the Justice League present WWE Royal Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your special guest commentator for Royal Rumble, introducing entrant number 2 from Orlando, Florida,
No way.
No.
There's no way.
It's so much harder to eliminate women because you have to eat them over the top.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh, she's gonna yeet her over the edge.
Submission hold.
Yeah, she's gonna try to lift her up, yep.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Beach, Puerto Rico. By way of Cleveland, Ohio, he is the United States Champion, Logan
He's untying the bandage.
boy from 2006.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Did that purpose so he could yell at Logan for getting eliminated.
Just like him, man.
Big meaty man slapping man meat.
Jeopardy man.
Oh no.
They're really talking in the corner. What if someone got hurt?
I'm sorry about what happened at WrestleMania 39, but we are going to WrestleMania 40. When I come to Tampa, when I come to St. Pete, sometimes I try and stay and keep to myself. The reason is, this is dusty territory. So I thank you very much for making it Cody territory. I love you guys all so much. Have a great night.
All right, so obviously I'm not really good at this because I didn't check in or even like film myself reacting to anything at the Rumble yesterday, although you'll definitely hear me like screaming like a schoolgirl when random things happened. For me, the Rumble was really amazing. I haven't been to a live event since I was probably a teenager, and I remember almost nothing about that time, and I just felt like a little kid again. When I was a kid, WWE was like everything to us, and back in my day, we only had one show, which was Raw. We didn't have SmackDown yet, and I remember having to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to wait until next Monday for this, and then you'd go to like elementary school the next day, and you're like, oh my God, did you watch wrestling last night? And I was getting like childhood memories back that I had kind of like forgotten about. The person who I wanted to win won. Sorry, CM Punk fans, I know that's gonna crush your soul, but I'm really glad that Cody Rhodes won.
The last time I really watched wrestling was probably in maybe 2010, 2011. I went to SummerSlam. So I only did research, if you can call it research, for like, you know, a couple of episodes of different shows leading up to this. So I didn't really
I was trying to
know a
like
lot
get
of
her
people's
primed
names.
because I know she wasn't really watching
Yeah,
it. And
but
I'm like,
when you-
well, this is this girl and she's in this
Yeah.
faction and this is everything that's happened in her whole life. And in 30 seconds.
But in a way, it's nice because you get to, it's like a blank slate. You just get to go in and say, okay, here's the person without knowing are they good or they bad, whatever they say. You just get to see them wrestle.
Yeah,
and
you can
form
just
your
kind of judge
opinion
them based on their
firsthand.
ability.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I don't get the other people's opinions piped into my ear. Whenever you're at a live event, the energy there changes everything. Like I'm not
so
necessarily
addicting.
a huge baseball fan, but anytime I've been to a baseball game,
You get sucked in.
let's go. Like every game I've been to for a baseball game, like our team like has lost.
That's
But
how I
it didn't
felt when
matter.
CM Punk came out, because I'm not a CM Punk person.
I don't care.
I wasn't really watching it, so
But-
like I had a huge lapse. I missed a big chunk where I was just like a busy adult and didn't have time for wrestling anymore. And that's really when CM Punk was the most active, and then of course he left, and then 10 years went by. But when he came out yesterday, I left my seat and I was like screaming just because everyone else was so hyped to see his first televised match, and we all thought he was gonna win. I think everyone was really under the impression that like, oh, he's the guy. I mean, he's gonna challenge Seth. That's not what happened, but I was still screaming when he walked out anyway.
I had a really good time.
After the Rumble, it was like really late. Even after the show ended, like Cody Rhodes grabbed a mic and he was thanking everyone for coming, as he tends to do. We just kind of hung around taking pictures. We got back super late, so that's probably why I didn't really check in with you guys at the time. This morning, we checked out of our hotel, we grabbed some breakfast nearby, and now we're at a place called Fairgrounds, which is like, it's basically a place to be an Instagram girl, where you get dressed up and you like take like duck-faced photos with cool backgrounds. I'm wearing an Undertaker t-shirt, so I'm probably not one of those people today, but Alana is, so we're just kidding. We're gonna check it out. We'll let you know how it goes. This is cool. It looks like you're about to go into outer space. It also kind of reminds me of the Rock and Roller Coaster from Hollywood Studios. Are you ready for the alligator disco? All right, what do we pack for our trip? This is actually something I would wear, so that's kind of funny. What we got, anything good? Oh man, you never leave home without your eyeballs. Would you rather stay in this hotel or the Mary Jean Hotel?
I'd rather stay here.
This is definitely giving me like clown house, haunted house vibes though, especially because
The orange spray paint on these things.
they've like put glow
Super on the nose.
light orange spray paint on all the valves here. Wait,
They
it's
don't turn.
interactive art. Do they turn?
They don't. I tried.
Aw.
I tried right away.
Aw.
But this is like real glass.
It's interactive glass.
You can
can
if you
interactively
went down
cut
this
you.
with your knees. You can interact with an ER.
This is giving me like Stranger Things, communicate with me through the lights vibes. Oh my god, this room smells like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries. The seat is made of AstroTurf, so it's not the most comfortable. Actually, it's not that bad. You can recline in it. Hold my calls for the rest of the day. I'll be here in my strawberry. Isn't there a ride? There used to be like a Fiesta Shows ride where you're in a strawberry and the strawberries spin around. I'm gonna insert a picture of it. There definitely was. The busy world of Alana Scary. Scary or scary? I never understood as a child.
Scary. I think it's supposed to be scary.
Does it ring?
It does. Just this blow me a squeak.
Do it.
Do you want to die tonight, Cece?
This reminds me of something that my grandma actually had on the wall, but it wasn't full of like weird noodles. It was full of little like ceramics that came from her travels. Ooh, this one has like a black hole inside. This room and the music is giving me like a little bit of a Tim Burton vibe. They're pumping in like pine smell here, and they have all these tree fresheners here, and it's giving me like Yeti Campground Kills Halloween Horror Nights feel. Yeah, the music is like a supersonic level about cats. Ooh, buttons. We're not going anywhere. Yeah. So I couldn't figure out how to control the light. I was trying different things. Also, this whole video looks like it's being shot in sepia, but it's just the lighting in this room.
Do you control the light?
But yeah, I was fighting with it and I got it to turn on a lot, but it doesn't seem to like actually, and then it goes too high and then it disappears. I was trying to get it to light up on the other wall because I can see that there's like a little ghosty over here on your left, but I couldn't get it to ever go over there. Oh, no. I can see this guy here and I feel like he'd light up in the reflection. Yeah. I think maybe this one is out of order.
Come on, we'll show you the chicken sandwich.
Oh my god. It's like a dog petter.
The bar's at it. You're like petting it.
So Fairgrounds St. Pete's is actually really cool. We are both haunted house actors. I haven't done it in a while because obviously I'm in China. But I don't know, it gave us like haunt adjacent vibes, especially there were certain things like eyeballs in the bushes, and there's like a very creepy overarching connecting theme of like aliens kidnapping people maybe, and sea monsters and cat aliens, and you bought a cat alien.
I bought a cat alien.
I think like if you paid
really
a little bit
cute.
extra to do the scavenger hunt aspect, like some of the details might connect a little bit more.
Do you
but
have the map?
the map? I kicked the map in the river. No, I don't have the map.
It's not Blair Witch adjacent.
It was really cool. It basically is telling the story about a missing couple, and it leaves you little like hints here and there to try to figure out like what happened to them, and there's newspaper clippings and all kinds of like interconnected things about mermaids and the aliens and all that kind of stuff, and it just looks really, really cool. I'm really glad that we decided to come today. It was definitely a chill way
really
to spend
cool.
a couple hours. So we are gonna head over to our next destination. We need to leave St. Pete's and head to Clearwater because tonight we are both going to see the Undertaker.
Hand down.
The Undertaker. One Deadman show, and I paid a ton of money so that I could actually meet him.
I will be in the nosebleeds not meeting him because I did not spend a ton of money.
And they make us lock our phones up so we can't even like communicate to each other about what's going on as it's going on. We're gonna need to figure out like a meeting
You're gonna
spot.
find me on the dark web, it's fine.
But yeah, we're gonna go see the Deadman show, the One Deadman show, and I'll check in with you then. Undertaker's One Deadman show, so let's talk about it for a minute. First of all, I did get to meet him, which was amazing. It was very brief. I'm not really the kind of person that gets like starstruck. Celebrities to me are just normal people. I once ate in an IHOP next to Kurt Angle. He was literally like right next to me, and I had been a wrestling fan my whole life and didn't say a single word to him because like all these people were coming up to him like, oh Kurt, wow, you're so strong, let me feel your muscles, hey man, let me get a picture. And he was so cool about it, but like also he was just like a man trying to eat some pancakes, and I just didn't want to like add to that. I'm sure he has a lot of other things going on, maybe they had a show that night, but I really didn't want to like bother him to be like, hey man, I'm a fan of what you do. I don't know, does he really need to hear that from another person? Probably not. So on one hand, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go into it like you're a normal dude, I'm a normal dude, well, sort of, and like it's nice to meet you. But then on the other hand, I'm like, oh my god, it's the freaking Undertaker, who's been my favorite wrestler my whole life. What can I possibly say to him in a brief interaction that will like encompass everything that he's meant to me throughout my entire life? Which there's just no way to do. I was just gonna keep it cool. My plan was to just walk in and be like,
oh, hi Mark.
which is basically what I did. I just walked in, I shook his hand, I was like, wow, it's so good to meet you. He asked me what my name was, he asked me where I was from. I told him that I flew all the way from Beijing so that I could watch the Rumble and come meet him today. And he was like, Jesus, like that's a really long trip. And I was like, yeah, I know, but like it's cool, it's worth it. Like I'm getting to meet the Undertaker, that's so cool. And then he's like, I hope you're going to Raw tomorrow night. And I was telling him like, oh, at the time we booked the tickets, like really only this and the Rumble were even on our radar. We didn't even realize that Raw was gonna be here, so we didn't actually get tickets. And he's like, oh man, like that's too bad, but hopefully you enjoy my show tonight. And I was like, oh yeah, like it's gonna be awesome. And he was like, whoa, 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 like don't get your hopes up too high, like you haven't even seen it yet. And I was like, no, like it's already awesome because I got to meet you. God, I'm so embarrassing. But yeah, like that was it. It was very, very brief. The show itself was really good in my opinion. The same way that as I was about to meet him, I was like, oh my god, like what do you say to someone that you've been watching for like 30 years of your life? It must have also been difficult for him to get on stage and decide like, how do you condense a 30-year career into like a 2-hour long show? Like that must be really daunting to have to try to like figure out what you're gonna say each time. And like I had read some reviews before I committed to these tickets, especially because the VIP was very expensive. It was like more than $500, and those reviews were like, it was kind of painful and there was definitely like some awkwardness and some missteps, and then like he would just basically turn the whole thing into Q&A to try to like get through it, and it was like a lot of the same questions that he's been asked on like every documentary and interview that he's been doing. writing. And so I definitely had some apprehensions going into this, but I don't think the show was bad or like those early reviews that I had read at all. For his show, there's no photography or video recording allowed of any kind. When you do go into the theater, they actually put your phone in this bag that locks, and they give you the bag, but it can only be opened by the staff. So you're basically just sitting there with your phone in a bag. So I don't really have anything to show you from the show, so I just want to talk to you a little bit about how it went. In the beginning of the show, the gong starts to ring, and then it turns into Rollin' by Limp Bizkit, so he comes out on stage. Everyone gave him a standing ovation, including me, which unfortunately is how I spilled my entire can of beer on the floor and turned my whole entire section into a swimming pool. Super embarrassing. Great way to start the show. I had to tap the guy on the shoulder next to me and be like, bro, I'm so sorry, but like I literally just flooded this whole section with beer. And he was like, that's cool, that's cool. I had like one tissue that I took out and I was like, sorry, I'm so sorry. I can see the water level rising around his shoes. And so even though he said he was okay, like I was definitely waiting the whole 2-hour show for him to just be like, on second thought, pow, and like wallop me. But luckily that never happened. But yeah, he comes out, he starts checking in with us about the Rumble last night and if it like lived up to our expectations and if we thought the right guy won. A lot of people were like, yeah, including me, because I do love Cody Rhodes, even though I don't usually love like a pure baby face like that. I've never really. And then like a bunch of people in the audience were like, CM Punk, CM Punk. And he was like, whoa, that's interesting. Like you guys were riding Cody's jock for the longest time, and now all of a sudden you want CM Punk. That's interesting. And then he started talking about how he was actually there last night, but he left before the matches even started because he wants to be back in the ring so bad that it's basically like painful for him to be at these events and watch the younger guys go out and do what he can't do anymore. This was actually kind of like a recurring theme throughout the night. Later on during the Q&A part, someone had asked him about like, you know, if he's ever going to get back in the ring, and he was talking about how Father Time is undefeated and there's no way that he can kind of like, he can't compete with Time in order to put on the kind of show that he wants to put on. So for him, it's a no. He told this really like introspective and like emotional kind of story where he was saying like, you know, the worst feeling for me ever that I could think of would be like some dad talking to their kid and being like, oh my God, we're going to see the Undertaker. It's your first live event. Back in the day, he did this, this, this. Wait till you see him. Wait till you see him do this. Wait till you see him do that. And then that kid goes to watch it and it's just like this broken down old man who can't do any of those things that he's been hearing about for so long. And like, that's his first introduction to wrestling, and it totally just like turns him or her off from being a wrestling fan. And then that dad having to tell the kid like, oh, well, you should have seen him way back when. The audience was really, including myself, was really just like tuned in for this. And it was like, you could feel it. Like it was very emotional in that moment. But I'm kind of jumping way ahead of myself. So when he comes out, there's just a little table and 2 chairs. And on the table, there's a bottle of Jack Daniels and there's like 2 beers or like a bucket of beers. And after he checked in with us about the Rumble, he started talking to us about Florida and how he used to live there and some of like the crazy antics that he was up to when he was in Florida. And he was telling this story about how when he first moved to Florida, he beat the moving company by like so many hours. And the only thing he had with him were his guns, his dogs, and his motorcycle. So he like went out for this 6 a.m. joyride in his motorcycle, which woke up half the neighborhood, and they called the police on him. And then the police came up and found him with like a bunch of guns. And he was just talking about basically how like he wasn't like everyone's favorite neighbor basically. And then there was a bit of a surprise because it turns out that Midian, who used to be with the Undertaker in the Ministry of Darkness, was actually sitting in the front row. And apparently they have like a crazy like off the wall friendship that they've had for years and years and years. So he brought Midian on stage and was telling all these crazy stories about their friendship and about how Midian destroyed his WrestleMania motorcycle that he had just listed on eBay to sell. And another crazy story where apparently like they dropped acid at the Undertaker's house one night, and then when the Undertaker woke up the next morning, Midian had vomited all over the house, like on every piece of furniture in every room, and he had like put his like handprints and all this crazy stuff in it, and like how the Undertaker had to make him basically clean it all up. So he was just telling all these stories about Midian. They took a shot together, and then Midian went back into the audience. I don't quite remember everything that they talked about in between the Midian part and the Q&A part. The Midian part was pretty long already, but there was like one really, really funny part where he just like randomly slipped back into the Undertaker character and was saying like, I am the digger of souls and the taker of holes. No. I am the digger of holes and the taker of souls. I am the Deadman. I am the Undertaker. And like his eyes rolled back in his head and he stuck his tongue out. And then the gong started going off and there was like thunder and lightning flashing behind him and everyone in the audience was like flipping out. And then all of a sudden everything just like very abruptly stopped and he was like, oh sorry, like sometimes it's hard not to slip back into that character for a minute. So it was just really funny. It was like basically like in a comedy movie. The whole show actually was very funny. Like he was very funny. He was doing really well with like when people would call stuff out, he had something to say like that. So I was pretty impressed that some of the first reviewed shows that I read about seemed a little bit painful, but this show, he seemed like really on his game. Most of the rest of the show was Q&A, and the audience was asking some pretty good questions, maybe not the same questions that we've heard 1,000 times, although there were some, like people asking him if he still had beef with Hogan, and him saying like, no, I squashed all that, like you can't bring that stuff with you, you have to let it rest.
Rest in peace.
And then he went into a story about how he was really stiff with Koko Beware, and if anyone should have beef with The Undertaker, it should probably be him, because he gave him like a really stiff tombstone pile driver, and Koko Beware was like basically about to fight him backstage afterwards. Someone asked him like how he decided to even put the show together in the first place, and he was talking about how it took a lot of encouragement from WWE in order to put this together, and for him to agree to it. There was one little kid in the audience who was like, I just want to know if you're a King Kong guy or a Godzilla guy, and everyone thought that was really funny. If you're interested, he said he's a Godzilla guy. The organizer of the Q&A was actually like the archivist from WWE, who is in a lot of the sort of like backstage documentaries, and anytime they show like the WWE warehouses where all the coffins and championship belts and like costumes and things like that are. I know that he was in a lot of those episodes of like WWE's Most Wanted that were on A&E. For the people who did VIP, he was actually asking everybody like, do you have a question that you want to ask The Undertaker? And to be honest, like I didn't know what to ask him that probably hasn't already been asked like 40,000 times, so I skipped that part. I probably should have just done it so that I could like get some extra time to talk to him. But that's where most of the questions came from, and like I said, most of them were pretty good, but then there were like two like out of nowhere questions that I felt like just weren't really like appropriate, or they were just like really strange. The guy who was sitting like basically right next to me, he got up and was like, of all the people that you've lost in your life from the wrestling business, like whose loss hit you the hardest? And there was just like a groan that washed over the audience, like, ugh, like what a bummer. The other thing is that everyone already kind of knows that he was really close with Crush, who was Bryan Adams, and it took him a really long time to actually get it out. He was like, oh, the one, you know, that hit me the hardest. And then like there was a lot of silence there, and then he was like, was Bryan Adams, and he basically was like about to start crying, and so everyone kind of gave him like a huge round of applause because they knew that he was having a hard time, which is weird to see the Undertaker like that because he's, you know, the digger of holes and the taker of souls, but he was definitely having like a moment. And then he was like, the reason that it was so hard for me to get that out was because Brian's son is actually sitting right here in the front row, and it turns out that it was the guy that was right next to Midian, so he turns around and he's waving to us, and I was like, oh man, like that really does need to be like really heavy for you then. And then the other guy that got up, like from the start you just knew it was going to be a weird one, and it was. He was like, you know, there are things in life that cause us to lose our smiles. I lost my smile back in 2000 and whatever when Roman Reigns beat you and like took over the yard. What can I do to get my smile back? And I know that it probably sounds like a joke, like that we were supposed to laugh, but it was like a very socially awkward individual who definitely meant it 100% seriously. And The Undertaker was like, well shit man, if a professional wrestling match from 5 or 6 years ago is enough to make you lose your smile forever, then like you probably need to talk to someone on a more like professional basis about this. And then he tried to offer the guy one of his beers because he's like, well this will make you feel better. And then the guy was like, no, I don't drink. And then it made it like even more awkward, and you could tell that The Undertaker was like floundering a little bit. And because I was really close to where the archivist is standing with the microphone, before they even asked that question, I heard him being like, last one. But because that question was so awful, The Undertaker was like, yeah, so we're going to be asking another one after this. And the archivist was like, yes, absolutely. And then that last question was the question like, will you ever get in the ring again? And he was like, no, absolutely not. So then after the last question, he had anyone who's ever served in the military or been a first responder, he asked them to stand up so that everyone could basically just give them a round of applause and thank them them for their service. He gave us a quote that he is really partial to, and that was basically it. He said, like, thanks everyone. You guys were one of the best audiences I've had in a long time. Another standing ovation. The WWE camera crew was there filming it, and so they had him like stand on the stage with in his pose, and they all came out and like filmed, and they took pictures with all of us in the background clapping and giving him his standing ovation. And overall, it was just like a really enjoyable and like intimate experience with someone who's just a huge deal in the wrestling community. Now, VIP tickets, like I said earlier, it was very expensive. It was like $540. You have to be there like 3 hours before the show starts so you can do the meet and greet. You go in, they check you off, you go meet the Undertaker. That's pretty brief. As you're walking out from meeting the Undertaker, they do give you like a merchandise bag, which is advertised as part of the VIP experience, okay? So this is the merchandise bag, okay? First of all, it is a plastic, whoo, smells like a tire. It is a plastic drawstring backpack with the Undertaker One Deadman Show logo on it. I'm sure that it cost about $25 for them to make. And I immediately spilled beer all over it as soon as the show started. So there's that. And then inside the bag, there was one commemorative ticket that says Undertaker One Deadman Show, Clearwater, Florida, January 28th. I was there. Which, I mean, it's a bookmark, right? It's cool and everything. I have it hung up in my little office over here. But merchandise bag is this, okay? $540. So my one criticism was that, like, for that much money, I know you get to meet the Undertaker, which of course is amazing. You do get a seat in the first 5 rows of the orchestra. So I was in like the 3rd or 4th row. I was right there. I had an amazing view. Chef's kiss, okay? But this part, I just have to say, like, throw a t-shirt in the bag. Give me a shirt. Give me like a one-size-fits-all Undertaker bodysuit, but something. Give me something. Maybe that seems like I'm being petty because it's like, well, you got to meet the Undertaker, but like, come on. But whatever, it's cool. Oh, there is one more thing that I got. So they gave you a signed photo. That was also inside the bag. Maybe that's worth a lot of money if someone's a collector and you want to sell it. Actually, strangely enough, at the end of the show, as I was walking out, a random guy came up to me and was like, did you get one of those VIP bookmark things? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to sell it to me? And I was like, no, like, this is my souvenir. Like, this will last longer than this t-shirt probably. So maybe this is in high demand. I don't know. We did get early access to merchandise as well because you come downstairs from meeting the Undertaker. There's the merch table and they're selling to you right away. There's not like too much merchandise. There were like 2 different t-shirts. There was one with like this picture of him, which I don't love this because I'm more of like a Deadman Undertaker and this is more of like American Badass Undertaker, so I really didn't want this like on a t-shirt. There was this t-shirt here which I absolutely love, and it has like basically like all the different periods of Undertaker well represented. And then other than that, there was like a really expensive replica belt. There was an Undertaker and Paul Bearer pop figure set. There was a teddy bear dressed like the Undertaker. They had his like Deadman hat with the purple. They had a glove and tie set that was also purple, and they had a hoodie and some patches, and I think that's it. So it wasn't like overwhelming. It was pretty easy to be like, okay, I just want this one thing. And then before the show even started, I already had like met the Undertaker, got my souvenir bag, and bought the t-shirt that I wanted, which is good because when we came back like 30 minutes before the show actually started, the shirt that I am wearing right now was in very low supply. So I'm really glad that I was able to get that in my size before the show even started. I would say overall, if this is something that's coming to your town, if you're in Australia or any of the other places where they might be announcing this show and you're like, should I go watch this? Yeah, I would definitely say go watch it. Like, you're gonna be really close to the Undertaker. You're gonna be hearing some interesting stories that you've probably never heard before. You might get the opportunity to ask some questions. If you can spring for it and you really want to meet him, you'll get to meet the Undertaker. So even if you have no idea what to actually even say, like me, because I'm an idiot, you get to just stand there and shake his hand and say like, hey, thanks for making my childhood awesome. It's definitely worth it. If you're on the fence, life is short. Book the tickets. Overall, it was just like a very fun wrestling-filled weekend in Florida, and I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to do this. Thank you so much to my friend Alana for coming with me. It really made me want to go to more live events in the future, so the next time I'm home, I'm definitely going to try to do more of that. But thank you for joining Alana and I on our Royal Rumble weekend. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like
like this one, you're probably going to be waiting a while because the WWE does not come to China. But there's more videos on this channel that you might like. So please remember to click that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video here on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.